Discover unbeatable deals and convenience at your neighborhood Family Fare supermarkets. Score exclusive deals, earn rewards, join clubs, and clip digital coupons for extra savings all in one place. Our exclusive offers bring savings straight to your card. Explore a wide range of local products that support your community. With easy pickup and delivery options, saving time and grocery shopping has never been easier. Family Fare is all about making your grocery experience easy and affordable and your one-stop shop for all your grocery needs. Family Fare in your neighborhood.
The following series is outlandish, unapologetic, and uncut. Listener discretion is advised, but not enforced. All right, gentlemen, I think it's about time that we have actually convened. Start teaming up here on this holiday rush we got going around here. You want to say anything?
Oh, yes, I agree.
Okay. How about you, Al?
It's a beautiful holiday season, one for the ages.
Ooh, man, that's a lot of lying there. All right, so let's go ahead and get this thing started then. All right. All right, welcome to the J360 Hangouts. I'm going to go ahead and fire it up, from the top. Okay, fine. We'll team up. I'm J-Man, and this is J360 Hangout here on
J360 Radio!
Waiting to buy a home? The Churchill Mortgage team says now is a great time to buy. Waiting could be a costly mistake because when rates drop, new home buyers will flood the market, driving up home prices. Go to churchillmortgage.com for your free analysis and see how home values can outpace rates to help you build wealth over time faster. This is a paid advertisement. NMLS ID 1591, NMLSconsumeraccess.org, Equal Housing Lender, 1749 Mallory Lane, Suite 100, Brentwood, Tennessee 37027.
Go Ford for your next truck or SUV and find an easier way to buy with Woodhouse Ford today. And experience the convenience of buying with Woodhouse Ford. Lease a 2023 Ford Escape Active for $397 per month for 48 months and 7,500 miles per year. First payment and $299 doc fee due at signing. Security deposit waived. Tax title license extra with approved credit. Expires 12/04/2023.
Hey, what's going on, J360 Legion? How are you all doing tonight? Welcome to the J360 Hangouts here for episode 24. I'm your host, J-Man, of course. And picking up here and getting into the spirit of things, I'm hanging with the crew from SOTA. But then again, we're also the Hangouts crew here, especially when we're in the Legion Hall talking some trash. And with me tonight is Al and Marco. Hey, guys.
Yo.
Oh, Marco, you do actually sound kind of...
Hello.
I sound quiet now?
Yeah, I might have to boost up the game.
Yeah.
How about that?
It must be the Must be a Phantom thing.
Must be a crazy, crazy thing. All right, well, we're gonna try to ride this one out.
Is that better? Do I sound weird now?
Nah, you sound pretty good. Hold on, let me see if I gotta adjust something. All right.
Al, what have you done? You turned us into the audio matrix.
It wasn't me.
Okay.
Hey,
well,
you guys are all like, "Oh, you're too loud." Now this guy's doing.
No, yeah,
No, this fine tone is too quiet.
This is the thing. Somebody is too loud, and then somebody is too quiet.
What the fuck is what the fuck is happening right now?
It's like musical chairs, man.
I know. What was weird is Marco sounded amazing till I did something with the volume.
Really?
Wait, do I sound
well,
quiet
at least
to
I
you,
thought he
TJ,
did.
or
I don't know.
No, you sound pretty good to me,
Oh,
Marco.
well,
I think, isn't that funny? We're starting off our first segment with, how do we sound? Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, he sounds alright. It's all good now.
Welcome to Discord tech support.
Yeah,
I'm your guy.
That might as well be a thing.
I'm your guide.
Man, it's remind me of my nightmares of working tech support.
Oh, man. Speaking of which, we got to pour one out for all of those that are dealing with support right now, knowing that their lives are going to be even more of a living hell than usual. Especially if certain people manage to get their hands on, PlayStation 5s and stuff.
Fucking, come January, that tech support line's going to be all fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
What? I think anything PC going with tech support, especially with Windows 11 rolling out, is going to be worse. Why can't my computer run Windows 11?
Oh my god, yo! Speaking of which, I haven't heard anything on reviews for Windows 11. Is something up? You guys know anything? I know.
I haven't. I don't know.
Actually, I
haven't
not
used Windows in a long time, so I have no idea.
I haven't heard anything overly negative, but I haven't heard anything really positive either.
Wow, that just takes
It's
me
a
back
thing.
to Vista.
Yeah. Is that good or bad?
No.
No. With Vista, all you would hear is crap about how bad it was. 11, it's just this awkward thing where I'm just not really hearing much of it. Like, I haven't heard anything positive about it, but I haven't heard anything saying it's, like, broken or anything, but
Dang.
I don't know. So it's not like Vista, because Vista, everyone just cried that it was broken. And then Windows, I think it's like Windows 8 where just nobody cared that it existed. Even by the time it was fixed, nobody even cared about it. So Windows 10 came out. So, I don't know.
Oh, you mean Windows 7?
No, 7 was just great all the way. 8 was kind of a bomb at first, and then they fixed it, and then by the time they fixed it, nobody cared till 10 came out.
Oh, okay, yeah. And even then, like, 10 was kind of... Depends on how your computer was.
What? 10 was fantastic.
People complained about it at first.
I had a fucking Windows laptop for like 5 days. That had Windows 10 on it, and this shit fucking like it froze and killed itself while updating.
See?
You know, that's probably what
There
happened
it
to my
is.
last computer.
There's the answer right there, Al.
Yeah, it fucking sucked. I was like, what the shit is this?
You know, there was some bad things that happened with 10. What was it? Microsoft, during that time, they decided to, like, completely kill, like, the whole, like, DRM thing. So, like, a lot of PC games that were made in, like, 2004, you couldn't even play them anymore unless you bought them again digitally on Steam or something.
That's crazy.
I mean, it made sense because, you know, essentially it was, like, kind of like, you know, they're getting rid of anything, like, related to, like, kind of a virus and stuff like that. And, you know, to be honest, that's kind of what it was, you know, to prevent you from copywriting. So in a way, like, yeah, they were essentially, like, trying to, like, make, like, a virus type thing to prevent you from copying your games. You know.
Wow, man.
I don't know.
The best intentions really are the pathway to hell. God.
No, it's always been a really crummy intention to do because it's a nuisance for the consumer, you know, with the anti-piracy stuff that they were doing. Like, yeah, you know, people copy games and stuff, but it's such a minor thing. And then by the time, like, you know, something like Steam came out, like, when Steam finally came out and all this stuff, like, piracy kind of, like, came completely irrelevant. They just need to find, like, the next thing for people to do that was convenient and good prices. The same thing with, like, music. When do you hear people, like, stealing, like, downloading music illegally anymore? Like, everyone just gets everything on Spotify. Nobody cares anymore.
Yeah.
As far as we know, because I'm not going to incriminate myself, but yeah.
I'll step right out there. I downloaded a whole bunch of free shit. But the funny thing is it never stopped me from buying albums that I like. Like, I always still bought albums. It was how I could actually own the single, because I didn't want to fucking listen to it on the radio. You know what I mean?
True.
Like, that was really what I used it for. Like, finding B-sides and shit that you couldn't buy. But I would still go... I bought more albums, I think, in the age of downloading music from, like, Napster and, like, LimeWire and shit. I bought albums all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, same here. Well, when Walmart had their, like, you know, Walmart used to have, like, $10 CDs all the time, so I'd always buy one, like, every week.
Yeah, good old CD. Walmart, trying to be a record store. What a fucking lie.
We're not going to talk about their vinyl game, but, you know, their CD stuff was pretty good.
Their vinyl.
yeah, but their CD stuff back in the day was pretty proper, you know? Except if you were buying their rap music, because that was ridiculous, because it was, like, you know, you couldn't buy their parental advisory stuff.
Yeah, like, wasn't everything, like, overtly censored in the Walmart, right?
Yeah, like, Yeah, if you were gonna buy like a Fabulous album at Walmart, man, I feel bad for you. You know.
I was buying
But-
Fabulous albums at Walmart.
No, absolutely
Oh,
not.
okay.
No, that I would actually go to like
Fabulous.
Best Buy or something to get.
Nice.
Hey, Fabulous was awesome. He still is. But he was like,
US.
Yes. You know,
Oh yeah.
holla back, youngin.
Get 'em.
Good stuff.
Get 'em? Oh man.
Man.
Yeah, I had.
Um,
Yeah, it's funny. I discovered a lot of bands by like technically pirating music, whatever the fuck you want to call it, but like using Napster, I found a grip of bands to listen to like that. You know.
You know, I think I actually got a lot of my music taste based on like Madden like soundtracks from like 04 to 08 or
Oh,
something.
here we go. Here comes
Yeah,
the
I
LPA check.
literally did because. No, I'm serious. Like Madden soundtracks, Madden's and NBA Lives, well, more so Madden and like Tony Hawk stuff. They had such banging soundtracks back then. So like,
That
yeah,
is true. The soundtracks are kind of like A-list material. I think like on Madden,
Yeah,
19,
you
there were,
know.
like tons of like there's like Logic and fucking Pusha T and shit on there, and you're like, what the fuck?
Oh man, no, Madden soundtracks now are terrible, but like back like 04 to 09 or something, they were pretty solid. Like, because you would have bands like you would have like Chevelle, you would have like Hoobastank, you would have like Newfound Glory.
Hoobastank.
Let's pretend that I'm just saying they were there. I'm not saying they were a really good band. Oh god, I could. Oh
Yeah.
man, I was actually one day I was actually gonna write like this entire article like debating if Hoobastank was actually like as bad as people made him out to be. I couldn't make it past their first album to actually like write the review. Like
Here's
got-
here's the problem with Hoobastank. The name itself kills the band outright. Like
yeah, what's sad
the
is
music wasn't like anything worse than like what your average rock band was at the time, right? But
I
don't know. I can't. In my mind, maybe because I was like a metal kid, I was like fucking. I was already going to Ozfest shows and shit by then. But for me, it's like I couldn't tell them apart from like a Linkin Park or a fucking whatever band, right? Like Chevelle sounds different.
I think
I
Hoobastank
like Chevelle,
would.
right? But, like,
I think Hoobastank would like seriously pray every night to have half the talent of Linkin Park on their worst albums.
I don't remember that first
there was
album very much
really
either.
what Linkin Park.
No, well, yeah, but more so, I forget more of Hoobastank.
Well, they had what was their big single off their first album? Wasn't it like Crawling in the Dark or
Crawling in
something?
the Dark, yeah. I am crawling in the dark.
Wait, that was them?
Yeah, that was like the,
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. I hate
It was
that
on
song.
every. It was
Yeah,
on every
yeah.
like skateboarding video for the next 4 years.
Yeah. Couldn't get away
Oh
from
yeah, I thought that song was pretty. I think I heard it on a Mountain Dew commercial.
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, no, that song was pretty
Dew
banging.
the dude.
Yeah, that song was pretty banging. You know, I think I was like 14 when I heard that song. I thought it was pretty good.
Mhm.
And then like they had what Running Away was the second single off that. I think those were the only two singles off that album. No, there was one more.
And then
I think.
the reason you're forgetting, the reason was their big like
That was the second album.
love song. No,
that
no,
was
that
their,
was the first
It
album.
was so bad though. No, that was their
I know.
second album.
Are you sure? I gotta look it up.
Yeah, 100%.
He would know.
Let's see. It's Jay. Oh man.
That was their second album. That was the one where their lead single flopped, like
Uh-huh.
off their second album, and then the reason came and they blew up. Like I think their first single off the second album was Same Direction.
You know, by that name alone, that came out around the 2000s, right?
2003.
No, it was Out of Control. That was mid 2000s, 2005. But
Yeah.
same. Out of Control was the single, and it didn't really do that well. And then like the reason came out, and they just like exploded. And what's weird for me with who was saying the biggest problem I had with them is they wanted so hard to be a rock band, but they weren't rock enough to be a rock band, but they weren't pop enough to be a pop band.
Yeah.
So they were just like in that pile of those wannabe rock bands. Like as much as I like them, I'm still gonna throw their like name out there. Bands like 9 Days or like stuff like that, where it's like they were just that band that's like they don't really appeal to anyone.
Okay.
Yeah, where it's like not rock enough to be a rock band for rock fans, but not pop enough in that era for pop bands.
Look at Al, the human Google. It says the reason is the second studio album by American rock band Hoobastank, released on December 9th, 2003 by Island Records, produced by Howard Benson. Post grunge, fuck off. Alternative rock, alternative metal. I'm fucking offended now.
What? No, I'm sorry. Post grunge.
Yeah.
Okay, I can. Okay, the littlest bit, even though it's not. Maybe Puddle of Mud, and that's very little. But Hoobastank, what?
I'm gonna take you all the way. Puddle of Mud for sure is like a Nirvana ripoff band, but yeah, that sounds more grunge than fucking Hoobastank ever was.
Right?
Where
the heck did? Yeah, there was nothing post grunge about Hoobastank in any track ever they've created.
No.
Is that a Wikipedia article?
I think they meant post cringe.
There we go. That's their genre. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Then they released that third album, and it flopped so bad. They never recovered from it.
Hoobastank was like in that same era of like, remember that band Yellow Card?
Oh my god, yes.
I love Yellow Card.
You don't know who Yellow Card is?
Hey. No, I do. I loved Yellow Card. Actually, I own every album of theirs.
They were okay, but they weren't like...
I just remember that first video. They're like, and guess what? We got a violinist, and the violinist is rocking out. It's like,
that was awesome.
Off. It might as well have been fucking Lord of the Dance to me at that point.
To be fair, that band, that entire history of that band's like just ridiculous. They were actually at one point like an actual like punk rock band without the lead singer. They had they didn't even have that lead singer. They actually sounded like a raw like kind of punk band. They sucked, but it was there. And then they got this lead singer, and they sounded absolutely nothing like their first album, and that's when they got their success. And as every album like came out, they actually got way better. And then by the time they actually got really good, nobody gave a shit about them
nobody
anymore.
Gave a fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really a shame. And then it turns out later on, apparently, like the lead singer is a massive douchebag.
Well, yeah, I mean that was kind of evident. That was evident in the very first frame of the video.
No. When you're suing like a rapper who died for song royalties.
Yeah, who was the rapper, by the way?
Yeah, who was the rapper?
Oh fuck, I gotta look it up. But it was absolutely ridiculous. It like completely killed their legacy. Hold on, I'll find out. Juice WRLD.
Oh
okay. No!
Ooh, that man can't rest for a moment, can he?
No.
So, yeah, their big single or whatever, his big single, whatever it was, apparently it like mimicked like the beat from Rough Landing Holly or something, which I just found hilarious because I don't even think they released that song as a single, so the chances of them actually copying from that is so rare.
That just means that Juice WRLD liked all like the Yellow Card deep cuts on the albums, which is a more weird fact.
I think my favorite part of that, right, is like that album. That song was based on if they wanted to say that song was on an album that was universally hated, like one of the most hated Yellow Card albums for years. So I have no idea why they think like this song is so like amazing. The fact that it was copied, I have to sue for millions of dollars. No, it was a completely throwaway track from an album that was pretty universally hated by Yellow Card fans for a long time. So I have no idea what the hell he was bitching about.
It's the principle of the thing. Maybe the guy took the song that everybody hated and made it a hit.
Maybe he thought Yellow Card fans would like it.
Speaking of which, his
I don't
his
think
posthumous album just came out not too long ago. That's funny.
What? That's funny. Who, Juice WRLD's or
What?
Well, Juice WRLD's posthumous album came out today.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the irony of it all, man. Like, yeah.
How do you guys feel about albums that get released after they die?
Oh,
like after the artist dies. How do you guys feel about that?
I'm mixed on it. I don't hate it. Because if it's like something new released and something, and it keeps like it fresh, like, you know, on like a storefront or like in, you know, general stores, you know, say some person who really didn't experience that, oh, here's like a new kind of remastered version of that album, you know, they'll buy it because it's not like sometimes you can like go to like an like a store now, like, you know, or iTunes, and on the front page there's going to be like, you know, like yellow card, you know, lights and sound or something. They're probably not going to have like, they're not going to have like that album anymore because that band's forgotten about or just very minorly mentioned. But say like, you know, Bigfoot like came over and like, you know, beat the crap out of them someday, right? And like, you know, they released that album 4 years later as like, hey, we're remastering this album, you know? There you go. And now you have a chance for a new generation to experience that album, you know?
Well,
so
yeah,
I don't hate it that way.
You mean that like as an album that's been released before and then comes back, right?
Yeah, but like kind of like, you know, maybe better sounding, maybe adding a couple B tracks.
Oh, okay.
Not like... Not like, you know, a Michael Jackson album that was remixed by a bunch of rappers. Yeah, fuck that. That was stupid.
Escape sucked ass, man. I hated that. And not only that, they took Prince's number. They didn't take Prince's number ones, but they took stuff out of his vault to release. And I was like, you didn't want people to hear that, you know?
I'm a little bit of a Prince fan, but I don't need to hear every single thing he's ever done.
Exactly.
Here's my theory about people who like swear they're like diehard Prince fans, right? I know a lot of people who say they like Prince, right? Mm-hmm. But I don't know a lot of people who own Prince albums
and can tell you them by name.
Right? Yes, thank you. Right? So that always kind of bugged me a little bit.
They know Purple Rain though, but that'd be about the most you'll hear.
Right, but that they know Purple Rain because it's also the name of a movie.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't know about that. It's just, I don't know. Albums after somebody dies are kind of just always weird. Especially when it's like not even like one person in a band that made music with somebody else. It's like the solo artist itself, right? So like the XXX album that came out like after he died was like literally cobbled together by like random shit they had recorded in a studio. Yeah, and that to me is like super disrespectful. Like, damn, dude, why even?
Well, it's not like there's any loyalty in music anyway, you know, when it gets right down to it.
Yeah, that's fucking true for sure.
I think one of the worst examples that I saw of like everything being released too much was the whole like, how many box sets of Nirvana albums did they have to put out?
Oh man, jeez, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It just got to a point of like absolutely ridiculous, and then like, oh, here's like some Kurt Cobain like stuff that he just randomly recorded in his room one night, or here's him talking for like 5 minutes. Really, like this is becoming a little excessive.
Well, they go all in on that too, along with like some things from Bob Marley's standpoint too. Like, remember they were always like just throwing a whole bunch of that around. They did like this one dubbed album that was good, but it was like it's not entirely Bob Marley. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think just his brand alone is bigger than his music.
That's another thing too. Is like, at what point are people just fans of the personality and not the actual
struggle
content?
And everything.
You know, yeah.
Oh man, I can't wait for the Kurt Cobain banjo shampoo. I'm very excited about it.
Oh, is that actually happening?
No, but
Because
it would be
I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised because they're just labeling everything now to other
if
people.
If they do, it'll probably just smell like Teen Spirit.
Get out!
Oh,
Well, here's the funny thing about that. Teen Spirit is the name of an actual like deodorant.
Yeah, it is
So, there you
actually.
go.
actually, that's where Cocoman I thought got the name for "Smells Like Teen Spirit."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
but
I
still though,
wasn't it
get
like
out!
Courtney Love was wearing it?
I thought the greatest tribute they paid to Kurt Cobain was they made the rat from Chuck E. Cheese just wear his clothes. That was pretty cool to me.
Wow. Whoa. Yeah.
Have you guys noticed that? They just made Chuck E. Cheese Kurt. They made him Curtis Cheese.
God, his last days at Chuck E. Cheese.
Man,
That's not
oh,
even a
man.
thing anymore, is it? Like, you can't even tell people what You got to tell people what Chuck E. Cheese is.
They're still around. but
I
it's not
actually
like
always
it
had
was.
this question. I always had this question though, like these diehard fans of like bands and music and whatever. So they obviously automatically love every single thing they release. But what happens if the artist actually hates a release? You know what I mean?
And that happens a lot. That happens a lot, actually. Yeah.
Like for instance, like Coldplay like actually does not like their album Parachutes.
Is that the
Which
is that
is
the
kind of a
album
shame.
with
I
the
love
song
that
Yellow
album.
on it? Is that the one?
Yeah,
Oh yeah. I've
yeah,
heard
which
that.
is a
I've heard that
shame.
a
I
lot.
actually like that album.
Well,
But so like, or Elliott Smith hates Miss Misery. He like absolutely hates that song.
Yeah. Well, like James.
But yeah.
Brown, like I don't think James Brown liked Funky Drummer, did he? Or no, the drummer that played Funky Drummer didn't like Funky Drummer.
Yeah,
That's
he
right.
did.
He
He
hated
made
it.
it very well known. He hated playing that fucking song. Yeah.
Mhm.
Funky Drummer.
It'll always be really mixed on any time on any track though. Just listen carefully.
Yeah.
You'll hear it.
Yeah, that shuffle. They call it the Perry Shuffle, technically. Yeah. That's fucking nuts.
And then, God, didn't the Beatles hate like some of their albums? I know they had to have.
Well, the big thing right now is like that Beatles documentary that's on Disney Plus, right?
Of
About them
course.
making Sgt. Pepper's Sausage Factory, whatever the fuck one of their albums
Lonely
is called. I
Hearts
don't know what
Band.
there we go.
Right.
Something dumb like that.
That's a
And,
good album, by the way.
It is a damn good album, but Marcus,
I'm
is
gonna
not
It's
tell
their
you guys-
it's their best work.
I'm gonna tell you guys one thing. Nothing about the Beatles is appealing to me.
yeah, we know.
Yeah. It's just four Caucasians
I'm
with
actually
funny
curious about
voices.
this. Why?
Because the music sucks. If you look at any other bands of the time, their music is probably the least important of that era.
Except for Sgt. Pepper's, which was a very important album, though.
Well, all right.
A
If you
damn
want
fine
to take
album,
a
by the
band
way.
that was out at the same exact time, The Who was a band at the same exact time.
Mm-hmm.
And The Who
Yeah,
technically
and
has far more fucking influence on on music in general going forward than the fucking Beatles.
I don't know. Did you actually fully listen to the entire Sgt. Pepper's album? Like, that album influenced a lot of music today. I mean, in the last, years.
I have, and I stand right by it. Yes,
Because
I,
you're not really.
I
a
mean,
fan.
wasn't that the album that was the album that, pretty much ruined the Beach Boys, though, right?
Was it?
I have.
Because, yeah.
I thought
Yeah,
they were just getting
the Beach
tired of
Boys
making
released,
music.
Pets.
The Beach
No,
Boys.
that wasn't it. The Beach Boys tried so hard to be big as the Beatles, and they released Pet Sounds, and it was a very artistic album. They were really hyped about it, and then Sgt. Pepper's came out, and then the Beach Boys were completely irrelevant, and the lead singer went
that
insane.
sucks.
Do you think that the Beatles are only remembered because fucking what's his name got shot?
Who, John Lennon?
No,
Yeah, I do.
no, absolutely not.
I think had John Lennon gotten mugged and punched in the head and then got his wallet stolen, the Beatles wouldn't be as big as they are. I think they were.
I think the reason why
huge-
they're big as they are is they ended on top, and they didn't overstay their welcome.
Well, they also broke up too, and then there was the Yellow Submarine movie.
Yeah, yeah.
An
and then,
album. An album.
But like,
I think also,
Huh?
I think it was because he retired on top. Because you look at like Paul McCartney, like when he went solo, it never matched the popularity of like the Beatles and so far. It reminds me of like that really shitty Australian band that like was super huge, and then they like broke up, and then the lead singer like released his own stuff, and it never got big ever. What was that, Savage Garden or something?
Oh yeah, Savage Garden. Holy shit! Yeah.
Yeah, I remember they were freaking huge and like everything, and then they broke up for some stupid reason. And then the lead singer, and I have no idea like why the fans turned on them so much. So the lead singer releases like, you know, his solo album, and it pretty much was like the third Savage Garden album or whatever it is. You know, all the shitty, corny lyrics that you could ever want.
Well,
And
I mean,
it
was
flopped
his take.
through it.
It was his take on it.
It was,
You know?
I think the one thing that
but
happens
he
too
wrote
is-
the lyrics of the first two albums. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Well, you know, sometimes people in their egos, right?
I think in those instances too.
Actually,
you kind of
I
find
would-
out who was writing the music.
I'd
the
make a
most.
case. I'd make a case that some of the singles off that third album, his solo album, I would make a case were better than anything the band was. And then nobody cared about it. He released some other album that was like a little different, and it was actually really good and well received, and nobody gave a shit about it in America.
Yeah.
And that was like, seriously, nobody gave a shit about it. Like, nobody really talked about this guy anymore. It was absolutely incredible, like how this guy like was so huge with this band, and then it was only two people in the group, and because the one guy who didn't even sing was out, and he just used his regular name, everyone just stopped caring about him. I just felt so bad for the guy.
Savage
I
Garden.
mean, like, where was he going with that then?
Well, he kind of like did like I'm trying to think what genre he was like kind of going for, but I can't think of like but it was like, it was a little bit different. It was like kind of more like an indie pop sound. It was pretty good. But nobody gave a shit about it. Like it's sad because it was like, it was well received, and then he released this last album, and it was sad. Like the album itself was okay, except he tried to do too many things. But there was a review that I saw of it, and it made me laugh and it just made me sad and feel bad for the guy, because literally the guy said, "Oh, these songs are written well and they sung well, but man, these songs will only be popular if they were sang by another artist." I'm like, damn.
Audio Slave. Just kidding.
I was that was my first username like online, I was like Audio Slave for life or something on AIM.
You know what's funny is I like Audio Slave, but do you think that it's a case in which like Audio Slave, honestly, Chris Cornell is probably the most memorable part of Audio Slave, right? Like,
No,
something
Tom
that
Morello
worked.
I'd make a case for.
Tom Morello is a douche. No, but like, I think in terms of like whose creativity kind of made Audio Slave stand out.
Oh, it was
because-
Cornell all the way.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Where like, I think it's that case where, kind of like the Savage Garden thing, you don't really realize how much of like who plays what role in the band, right? Like that's kind of the big thing with the Beatles
Yeah.
too. With, like Ringo was like so interchangeable because there was nothing on there spectacular he was going to do, and the band knew it. You know, so it's not like they were going to be missing out if like someone had to step in. You know.
That's very true.
Wait,
because
you're
allegedly
trying to tell
Ringo
me-
didn't care about that fucking band at all.
Oh yeah, no, Ringo.
What?
fucking-
He made a little help with my friend. Oh god, that was like the worst song on the album.
Right, yeah,
But
and that's the thing is like Ringo, kind of always threw a fit. It's so funny because in some clips I've seen from that documentary on Disney Plus, like the Beatles fucking hated each other.
Oh yeah. Well, you know,
Yeah,
they
they
had
did.
that one manager that actually, you know, made sure their egos were in check and all that stuff. And when they grew their hair out, you
sorry
know,
about that.
like when
Oh,
they
yeah, was that
when they
Savage
went to
Dragon?
that new era, you know what I mean? Like They really didn't like each other.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because then fucking Paul McCartney comes out for them hating each other. They sure love to jerk off together. Because you guys ever hear that story when Paul McCartney said they'd be on tour and like getting high and jerking off in rooms together?
Well, that's what they do on the rooms anyway. I mean, if it ain't them, it's it's Mick Jagger and them. So I mean, think about it.
Ah.
I mean,
They should have called them the
that's just
Beatles.
what they
I mean,
do.
it's not really a shocker.
Yeah, that's just what
It's
they
not
do.
really a shocker. I can't even imagine what like the group Kiss did back in the 70s. You know?
Oh, with Gene firing everybody and Paul saying "Don't go."
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
They were a shit
like
band
man,
too.
all those
I mean, their performances.
all those glam rockers were just all those glam rockers were fucking weirdos. I mean, even look at like
Oh,
what was that band?
Yeah.
What about that pop punk band from like mid 2000s? What was it, like Lost Prophets or something? And that guy was like a freaking creep.
Oh, yo, that guy is like a fucking monster.
Yes, he is.
He's like
Yeah.
a legitimate.
We're not
he's
gonna
in
say
prison.
like
Yeah, I don't even want to say
Yeah,
it. It's
he-
fucking gross. It's gross, but
Nah,
yeah.
he needs to stay
No,
relevant
no,
as
we wanna
fuck.
actually-
We're not touching this.
no, we can't even mention like what he did because we don't
Look at
want to.
Al. Look at Al wanting to kind of get into.
I mean, we could mention it because this is an uncut show, but nah.
Yeah.
Nah,
You
I'm
guys
not
know-
gonna give it
you
time
guys know
today,
the
but
story behind the first Kiss album? You guys know the story
no.
behind
Which
Okay, so-
story, Marco?
it? The first Kiss album is supposedly a live album, right?
Okay.
Okay, so the first album is a live album. Supposedly, though, how do you have a live album if it's your first album and you haven't toured yet? So what they did is they put in audience sounds underneath the songs and then just arranged the album in the flow of whatever they planned to do at the concerts with the tracks that they had. And so Kiss manufactured big ol' audience reactions to like average at best rock songs.
So it's like
and-
the ending of. So it's kind of like the ending of the movie Airheads, when they got everything they wanted and they had to play the live show and everything was fake.
Yes. Yeah. Which
Well, it's
isn't
like
it was,
any WWE episode at that time.
right. So it's not
Oh
even
no,
like
that's Impact all the way.
Oh yeah, totally.
but that's not like new. That's been in the music industry forever, like made bands like that. Like bands just manufactured to just be profit,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you mean every boy band from like 1999 to 2002?
I mean, yeah, and then honestly, any like the Monkees are a good example, right? Like the Monkees were literally manufactured to be a TV show, and then musicians second,
Right.
and so that's how they
Yeah.
just made them stars,
I keep hearing this name, but the only thing I remember the Monkees about was that episode of The Simpsons when like Marge had like the Monkeys lunchbox and they made fun of her about it.
Yes, yeah.
They also made fun of Marcy from Married with Children because she had like memorabilia.
Yeah, she had the Monkees memorabilia.
Yes.
Because of all the bands, why the fucking Monkees? What the fuck is that for?
They do have
I
some
still love
catchy
that.
songs,
They don't
but
write their.
They came out at the right time though to do that kind of
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
I did love though the whole. They don't write their own music, and Marge is like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a shocker of any of those bands and like that were just like propped up to be. Because technically, they think about it. What defines the term boy band? It's just a bunch of guys in a group, right, making music.
Usually.
Yeah.
So by definition, there's
Yeah.
no difference between like the Beatles and like O-Town. They're a boy band.
Oh, come on.
They're a boy band. The definition
Well,
of it.
To be fair, when you think of boy
Look-
bands, you think of something more along the lines
You think
of
of
like,
sexy guys
No.
in unbuttoned shirts dancing all cool and shit. You think
Listen to
Omari
this
and
one.
not
Yeah, you think dance.
Yeah. You think of like
Yeah, you think dance numbers. You don't actually think of the music as much as you think of the performances that they're doing.
Well, New
Yeah.
Kids on the Block kind of had like a staying impact at one point.
yeah.
I mean, look how ridiculous like what band was that? Like Five? Does anybody remember them for their fine lyric singing?
Five.
I don't even remember that band.
Remember?
Yeah, and I think
Okay, I gotta
the
tell you
band,
this.
The band's name was the F was even written with the number 5, right? Am I tripping out? Or
Yeah,
am I saying that
but
right?
you guys have got to know how bad these lyrics are. It's pretty amazing. Like, it literally says in the lyrics, "Let me yet" or something, and then in the end it goes, "Let me fill you up." I'm like, what the fuck? Who
Hell yeah.
writes this shit?
That's like
Oh,
a
like,
Color Me
damn.
Bad's hit. I want to
Oh
sex
yeah,
you
sex
up.
you
right?
up. Makes you think of New Jack City,
Or,
doesn't it?
Ooh, hell yeah,
I
Man.
wanna sex you up.
hell yeah. And that like
So,
little treasure
and-
chest.
No, I think the most disturbing part is people in the '90s thought this group was cool.
What? Which group?
The band Five. But when I thought about it, and even when I was a kid and I watched their music videos, I'm like, these people are fucking dorks. I couldn't stand them. So it's just like, it's absolutely. I didn't think the Backstreet Boys were really cool either, but I mean, I thought their music was catchy, but they weren't really that cool. But like, I don't know. It's weird. Like, this is what people thought was cool during that time. Like these bunch of idiots dancing shirtless.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know. It's just absolutely ridiculous. But it's still better than, watching weird gamer people having their shirts off streaming for 2 hours a day. I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know.
you gotta
It's
tell him he's wrong. I mean, he has a nuanced point about it.
That is true. I see the layers there.
No.
I can understand it.
No, seriously. There's like YouTubers who are like, man, for $10 on like Patreon or whatever, I'll take my shirt off when I stream. Why is this a thing?
Because
apparently
people are control freaks, and people are also just freaky in general.
and need this shit for some damn reason as a statement. Kind of like
Also,
when that
the
girl was
economy
selling.
is kind of shitty.
Kind
Oh,
of like when that girl
bathwater,
was
right?
selling her bathwater. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I heard she was
What's that?
banned from Twitch, but it's Twitch, man, and you know what Twitch is ran by, so she ain't banned for long. She'll be back.
Yeah. Twitch is ran by that girl that identifies as a deer. Fucking nuts. What the fuck?
Remember when these remember back in the day, like, guys used to bitch left and right on like Twitter and Facebook. Man, these women are just in it for money. Yet they're doing the exact same thing now, and they're just being
Yeah.
honest about it. And these
Yeah.
guys are doing it anyways.
And the guys are happy
Yeah.
to give the money now, which is sad.
Oh man, throw all the money away.
I know, but
all the money.
But what's worse is there's like, you're not getting anything out of it, and you're still doing it. At least when you were out on out on a date with a woman, you'd think there's a chance.
Yeah.
You might get something, but
Like what,
maybe
what-
a high
what were you-
five or
what were you-
something.
I was gonna say
Like what? Right?
that's very.
I don't know.
classy
I
of
don't
you.
know.
High
When I went
five?
on,
Mind if I?
that's
walk
what
you
I
to the
did
door
on a
and
date on
high-five you all night?
OkCupid. I took this girl out. She
Okay,
expected more, and I
Cupid.
gave her a high five.
Ah.
I was like, yeah, it was
That's
awesome.
the
I
Urban
gave her a high
Dictionary
five.
term for fisting, I think. High five.
No, seriously,
Oh.
like slap hand. I was like, awesome.
Wow.
This was a good date. Have a good night. Awesome.
Yeah, that's Alan, all right. But you know the
Yeah.
funny part about like,
Yeah,
Alan
Wait.
gets in the car and he goes, "I'm never gonna wash his hand again."
that's probably the girl.
No, I just
That's
didn't call
the
her
thing,
back.
That's probably the girl.
She's like, "I gotta wash this."
No, I
hand
didn't call her back
again."
though. There was a reason for it. I didn't call her
High
back
five?
because
Did the
I
high
don't think
five
I've.
not- What was
No,
wrong with the
the
high
date
five
was
where you didn't call
boring.
that?
And the thing,
Oh.
this is a Christmas
Well-
episode. Anyway, look.
Well, yeah, she
Why would
got
you-
a high
Why
five.
would
I
you,
mean,
dude? Why would you give her a high five if the date was boring?
He was being
Well,
her friend.
she wanted a hug. She wanted a
Okay.
hug. I just gave her a high five.
She wanted a hug.
Alan,
I didn't want to hug her because I didn't want to give her the impression.
A hug, man. Be nice.
No, because I didn't want to give her
He
the
said
impression
no.
that
Look at him talking like if he gives her a hug, she was gonna fuck him on the steps of her building.
No,
that-
I
that
didn't want to
second.
give her the impression that I was going to call her back the next day. It's not going to happen.
I wanna sex you up.
Yeah, I'm gonna high five you.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, here's a high five. I'm not gonna hug you because then you're gonna want to go out on a second date. I was trying to prevent that from happening.
So no second date?
Yeah.
Nothing
She
at
tried. I was like, nah, I'm good.
all? Nah, babe.
No, just the,
You know
No,
what?
I was like,
need
nah,
You
she-
need a man with sensitivity, and then Al leaves.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was
I'm gonna
amazing.
find
I
him
did
for
not
you.
think there was
Takes
a.
off.
It was amazing to me because I didn't think there would be a chance that she would want to go on a second date because this date was horrible. It was boring.
What made it
and-
so bad, Al?
I don't know. There was no chemistry at all. There was nothing there. It was just awkward. And I'm just like, my friend was randomly working at that restaurant, and I'm like, oh, thank God. So I was like, man, I'm like, I actually walked away. I'm like, this is the most awkward date I've ever had. Because her friend also worked.
Did y'all even talk?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Not really, because her friend worked there, right? Her friend worked there too, and she just talked to her friend throughout 80% of the date. And I am like, this is so awkward and so weird. I don't even want to be here. And so my friend was there, and I'm like, man, I don't even know what to do. He's like, don't worry. Well, and it's like, I'm like, all right. So anyway,
hit her over the head with a fucking pizza pan. It's like,
no,
run!
my friend did accidentally dump food on her because he was a waiter and tried to get everything boxed up, and he dropped it on her.
I'm not here to guess for you, but I'd imagine when food gets dumped on them, the mood is kind of ruined.
Yeah,
There was no mood to
everything's
begin with.
broken.
Actually,
But I
will
was
say
like-
this. To that, I went on a date once. This is forever ago, and we were getting drinks, and the date was fine. And I actually, inversion of that, your story, Al, is this lady was very nice. I had a good time. I was kind to her. I didn't lead her on with high fives and pillow talk.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for my
And,
clever,
no, but
clever
the
deductions.
The waitress brought our drinks, and the drinks spilled, and spilled on my date.
Ooh.
And
Oh.
she was, dude, it fucking floored me. She was so sweet to that waitress. I was like, whoa, that's fucking amazing. It was actually refreshing. Very refreshing.
My woman was a complete dick to the guy about it, even though it was an accident.
Well, if the guy was your friend and he dumped food on her, it would seem kind of specific, don't you think?
It did.
Well, how
she didn't know that. She didn't know we were friends, so I didn't give it the impression, But so anyways, so after it was all said and done, I was like, wow, that date was awkward. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm sure there won't be a second date. And then she comes to my workplace 2 days later, because that's how we met. She goes, hey, you want to go on a second date? And I'm like, what? No. Go away. No.
Ow. What the?
I was like, yeah. I said I'll shoot her a
man.
text later, and I did. And I'm like, yeah.
It's
I
not
just,
gonna happen.
yeah, I just said, hey, I didn't really feel like a connection. I didn't feel like anything. I didn't feel like there was anything going on with us. It just felt really weird and awkward. And then I was like, yeah, I think we should just be homies. And she was like, aight. So that's what happened.
She said, "I."
Okay, she probably said all right, but in my mind,
All right. That.
she probably,
Just
she
like
was
the dude
probably
from Mad Real World. All right.
Yeah.
Well, who knows? She might have Louis Anderson did, and it was like, all right. You never know.
Louis Anderson did.
Yeah. Al hates Louis Anderson.
Ow.
Yeah,
Every time there's something, you drop a nugget of information about yourself that just fucking floors me to death. And I like it. I like it. I like the depth of character you have, but there's just twists and turns to it that I wouldn't see coming. Because I would just expect you to be super proper and nice.
Hell no.
Yeah, and it was high five, fuck off, get out of here. Whoa, holy shit.
well, I didn't say F off, get out of here. I was just like, why would I want to continue going on dates where it's awkward and I'm not feeling it? And
Maybe because the
obviously
company's
not having the
cool
best.
and it could just be fun. It could just be something to go.
She
do,
was
you know?
She
was a bitch.
But what is there to do? She doesn't play. She didn't play video games. She was
She
a
doesn't play
super
Madden.
serious person. I know that's a big drawback. Anyways, so she didn't play Madden.
Hey, Al,
and
I don't want to bust your balls or nothing here. I'm just going to give you a little hint. Most girls don't play video games, okay?
you don't say. It's a big
Yes.
shocker to me.
So,
Yeah.
I don't think that should have been criteria one.
I mean, I don't know. The
Or-
person I'm with plays video games. She's probably playing one right now.
Okay, I'm saying most.
Yeah,
I'm
my
not
lady
saying
plays
all.
video games, so
Yeah. My lady plays games with my money.
well, y'all should do that.
Oh,
But anyway, you were saying.
Just kidding. But like, yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be like, what the fuck? You know what NBA Live 17 is? And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. It's okay.
wait a
Don't get
minute.
mad at
Wait a
that.
minute. I don't know what NBA Live 17 is because
Yeah,
it
see?
never came out, good sir.
Right. The difference is she doesn't fucking know that. And that's fine. That's
well, you know,
okay.
funny thing. Why the hell are we talking about Alan's past like this? It's not like we can
Wait a
do
minute,
anything
hold on,
about it.
hold on a minute.
Sounds like you can't stop
That
thinking
wasn't
about this
bad.
for a while. My bad.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't just that. It was just there was there was nothing to talk about. It was just really weird. I don't know why she didn't really talk or whatever. It just never worked.
Okay, you know how
So.
I usually say in these J360 shows, people that are listening, like, don't do what J-Man does. Damn sure don't do what his brother does either. My God.
Yeah.
If
I
you're
would
able to have a
imagine-
good...
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, like, if you're gonna take a
We were
girl
still
out,
friends for like
at
two.
least- at least be fucking cool. Don't be like, okay, high five, bye. And just take off like.
It was like a high five. What?
No,
Jesus, it's
no,
not like
bro.
She was probably
She
was
wanted
probably
a hug.
enamored with the. Yeah, like she was probably enamored that you weren't some fucking creepy asshole.
Right, but
She
now...
was probably
And then
enamored
you
that I
set up
didn't.
your friend
She
to
was probably
dump fucking
enamored that I
french
wasn't
fries
like.
on her at the end of the day.
Oh, man.
Well, I was respectful for the most part. I paid for the entire thing. What the heck? It's not like I'm like, yeah, you pay for everything, and then be like, hey, now that there's food on the floor, you want to go take a shower at my place? I wasn't like that.
Okay,
Well,
you know.
well, that's moving a little too fast.
I'd hope not.
but, you
Fucking
know,
Jeffrey Dahmer.
You know. Anyway.
You never
like,
know. There's some
that's
weird ass
wild.
people out there.
Well, she wasn't weird, was she? Was she at least, like, nice to you, I guess?
She couldn't have been that weird if you wanted to
Not
fucking go on a
really.
date with her, dude.
Not really. She was really snobby. That's kind of the thing.
Oh,
Okay,
well,
so what was this conversation like? What was conversation like with her before the date? Can I just ask that?
There really wasn't. I don't know what I don't even know how we ended
Well,
up.
then,
Oh,
Alan,
I remember how we ended up going.
It sounds like you made a decision to go on a date by what you saw in pictures, mostly. If you get my drift.
No, it was
So can
my
I
friend
ask-
convinced me to do it.
This
You
wasn't
gotta
like
love it.
fucking
It's like
truth
I'm-
or dare.
It's like I'm driving the car and these two are going back and forth.
I'm just saying, like,
I'm loving it.
like if there was no conversation, then what the fuck did you go on the date?
Don't make me
Okay,
turn this
I'm gonna
car
explain
around,
this,
damn it.
alright?
Yeah, you're gonna get out and walk
I can
home,
tell you,
son.
Bree, of what happened. All right, I never had any intentions of going out with this person. I didn't even know she liked me, right? And this guy who like works with me at like this gas station, right? Like he was like the guy who brings in like, he brings in like the order stuff, like a third party person.
Yeah,
But anyways,
The
so I would see him every week. Me and him were pretty close, and he was all like, "I'm telling you, man, that girl digs you. You should ask her out." And I'm like, "No, she doesn't, dude. No, she doesn't. I doubt it." And I'm like, "Okay, I will prove to you that it's not going to happen. I'll, because I was like, there's no way." So I'm like, "Hey, I think you're kind of, I think you're pretty cute. Whatever. Would you like to go out?" I expected a no. She's like, "Sure, yeah, absolutely."
Oh, okay. So,
And I'm like,
okay.
And I'm like,
So
well, that caught
fucking-
me off guard.
All right.
Well, I couldn't just cancel it.
yeah,
And
you
then,
could-
then my friend was,
Yeah, you.
then my
could
friend's
have,
all like,
technically.
what would I have done? Oh, I'm just joking. I'll have to-
No, you could
no.
have just fucking lied and been like, you know what?
Something's
I can't
come
make
up.
it.
Oh,
I can't make
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Dude, but the thing is, she goes to my workplace. She
It's
knows
not
where I
nearly as
work.
action packed, is it? That's
Well,
the
then
thing.
Al, that day, make the
She
sacrifice.
comes.
and
She comes
call
to my
off.
workplace.
I'm sick. I
What,
can't
call
go
in sick every day at work?
No,
you
don't
know,
call
You don't have to
sick
say
every
that.
day.
You don't have to say you fucking died. You have to just say I can't make it today.
He wouldn't be able to say he died anyway. That'd be an interesting way, right? Hey,
Yeah.
I can't.
Oh,
I'm dead.
wait a minute. Wait,
got
me
AIDS,
calling in
sorry.
sick for work? Jay knows. I almost went to work when I had freaking swine flu, and it took like people talking me to not go to work. I'm that
It
dedicated
was
to
me and my
myself.
ex telling you not to go for you fucking jerk. We told you to stay home.
Yeah. I know. I was pretty dedicated to work, so like I don't
Alan,
care.
I
was
don't
so
know why.
awkward.
That job was shit. But anyway, look.
Alan would be
I
the
wanted money.
one person I know that got swine flu. Alan.
It was pretty big in his state at the time.
Yeah.
But,
Dude, oh my! You don't even know how I got it. It was ridiculous, and it wasn't from work.
You
It
were
was,
fucking
um,
a pig, were you?
You wish. No, what happened
You
was
wish.
so it turns out my brother-in-law had swine flu or something, but my sister wanted me to come over, so I'm like, okay, as long as he stays away and everything like that, it should be fine. Sits right by me, and I'm like, oh god. But I'm like, you know what? I work with people all the time. I work with customers all the time. I probably have an immune system of like legends, so I think I'll be okay.
Lies.
So 3 days later, I'm like, man.
Surprise! You don't.
Yeah, 3 days later, I felt okay. You know, I was watching Tales from the Crypt and stuff like that. I go to bed, you know, and I wake up and I'm like, oh, I feel so freaking sick. What the heck is going on?
Yeah.
And like all of a sudden, I had like a fever of like 103 and stuff, and there was no way I was going to work.
103?
Yep.
Yeah,
Did you go to the fucking hospital?
no.
His ass
Because
laid
what were
in
they
bed.
gonna?
Finally.
Yeah, what
You're
were
lucky
they- what were they
you're lucky
gonna
you
do?
Made it to the fucking date. You should have been grateful if someone fucking high-fived you after fucking almost dying.
This was like no, this was like that happened after, but this date thing, like, I mean, it was okay. And as I said, she wanted to go out again, and I said I don't know, and then she convinced me to do it again, and then I don't know, like she was like,
Did
"Would
she
you
have
wanna-"
no feet? Was she missing an arm? Did she have a dick? Maybe. I mean, what was the?
No,
what was
there
the
was
thing?
nothing wrong with her.
Well, I tell you,
Okay.
if
She
I
was a
did have a
good-looking
run-in with
person.
somebody that had a dong like that, man,
You'd be
I would
like,
never
well,
let
this is where it
Man,
gets
I'm not
really
gonna-
I'd be
interesting.
telling them all about it. Be like, damn, Alan,
Well, then he
you've been
he
dating
couldn't
this
have
one
said
long?
too long, if you know what I'm saying.
God, Kabasa.
But no, I mean, I was gonna eventually
I have
go
her
out with
saved
her.
as yard
I was
of
gonna
beef
even-
in my phone.
I was gonna eventually go out with her again, and then like we mentioned we were gonna do it, and then it just never happened. So I don't know.
I
We
mean,
just kind of
with
like
the
we-
high-fiving and the
Yeah, you really left her wanting more. Good job, dude.
No. Actually, what was funny about that is she did mention that, and she goes like she just said, "Oh yeah, it's you. You know, you're kind of a dork, so I kind of expected that." So
Well, see,
see a magic
There's
moment.
just fucking this magic moment.
she said, I think another comment too was something along the lines of like she was like, "I'm surprised during our date you didn't mention stuff about aliens or something." So
Oh, see, so she's a very pretentious bitch.
Maybe she was
Yeah,
looking forward
well-
to it. Maybe she was like, you know, it'd be
I
kinda
know I
cool
should have
if-
brought up my
secretly-
alien theories. I should have.
Alan,
Dang it.
This is
Next
the
time.
secret here, right? When girls have to say stuff like that, it's because usually it's the shit that they're into. That, because if you think guys get judged for being into like goofy, nerdy shit, especially way back when, girls get judged for it way,
All the
way
time.
more. Yes. So, like, she was probably hoping you brought up something like that, right?
I didn't have a chance to because her friend was there to completely ruin the
Fuck
moment.
her friend, man. And in
I mean,
figurative language
80% of the date. Okay, say the
Why,
date went
though?
on 2 hours.
Okay.
I don't know. I felt like I was set up. I don't know.
too. No, well, God, when did this happen? This was, God, what? How old were we? Were we
Years
like 18
ago.
or something like that. It had to have been.
I
that.
think we were like 22. It had to be
Okay.
when we were like 22 or something.
Oh, yeah, we were complete assholes to our ladies then. Yeah.
Yeah, every 22-year-old's a fucking
I was
shithead.
not. Neither were you. You stop it. Damn it.
You high-fived a girl at the end of a date. You were a shithead.
I mean,
Well, I wasn't happy about the date anyways.
I mean, Alan called COVID before COVID. Look at him.
Yeah,
He knew how to do his distance right then and there, boy.
Yeah, you were doing distance dating.
Oh yeah, you know what's even worse, man? This one time I took this girl out on a date, and we went to like the Halloween store.
Oh, how'd that go?
And I don't know, I was like horrible because I was playing with a bunch of the stuff from the Halloween store, and then I broke out in a horrible allergic reaction.
God,
That's what you get. That's what you get for the high five.
Well,
Probably.
You
But
know
yeah.
what? It's a very exciting story, but they always have those twists to them, man. That's the thing.
You know what
Yeah,
the funny thing is though?
yeah.
Is like, you
I
think
just
about
like
you think about the material costumes are made from, and they're always just so fucking uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
I had to
but
put
we
on
like-
I threw on a hoodie in like 80-degree weather because my arms were completely covered in like freaking bums. And I'm like, I don't want anyone seeing this, so I just like put it on, and I'm like, we should probably end this date fast because I'm having an allergic reaction.
Bumpy man.
yeah,
But no, on the real though, that last date, the high five one, no, it was kind of like a nervous trait thing I did, and I just didn't want to hug anyone at that point, and she knew, she understood.
You won't
we were
hug
friends for
anyone
a long time.
now. You
yeah.
No, I
like,
don't.
If you see,
I'm not.
if you see like a female family member, do you hug them goodbye or high five them goodbye?
Handshake.
Wow, man, what
Hey,
happened? What happened?
That's
to you
just the
way
way
back
he
when?
does, man. That's the Alan way.
That's how I do business. That's how I
That's
do
just
business.
the way he does.
Oh man, but yeah. So enjoying the
If it was
holiday
Jay-
festivities.
If it was
Yeah.
What?
Jay, if it's Jay, it's a ceremonial bow though. Jay would be like, hey, ceremonial bow.
Ceremonial vow.
Yeah, ceremonial
Yeah.
bow. I'll take it.
Then you bow and you go, me
Um,
lady.
That's the key to picking up women. You gotta get like a cowboy hat and just like lift up the hat and go, ma'am. That's how you do it.
Boy, Alan,
Huh.
if you were running around with a damn cowboy hat, man, you know how many fucking J360 prints we make of that? That'd be funny as hell.
Yeah.
You will never catch me in a cowboy
Oh,
hat.
yes, I will.
I feel like we could
Maybe
catch
Marco,
Alan with
but,
a
like-
cowboy hat.
No, it's not gonna happen.
Oh,
I
it's
won't
going
let
to
it
happen.
happen.
You mentioned it. It's going to happen.
I feel like Al has worn a cowboy hat before.
He has.
I did.
See? So you're a liar.
I have.
You're a high fiver and
You're a liar.
You're a liar.
Hey. Don't make me turn this car around, damn it. All right?
Okay.
That's enough.
I like how he's like, you'll never find me in a cowboy hat. And as I have, you're right.
Oh, man. Hey, speaking of which, how's the holiday season going for you, gentlemen? I am going to start my Christmas shopping tomorrow, officially. So, how about you guys?
I don't know, man. The vibe
It's
this
sad to
holiday
start too hot
season.
so far.
Yeah, the vibe this holiday season is kind of blah. I don't really
It
feel
has
I
been
don't-
for about a couple of years, hasn't it?
Yeah, and then this year it just seems like I feel like the fake marketing version of the season isn't working on anybody anymore, right? Like you'd usually see like the car ads on TV or like the Kay's Jewelers ads, like to buy somebody a fucking diamond ring or whatever. But I think people after like the last year and a half, they're not. Everyone's like, I don't want that shit. Right?
I think everyone's so fed up with media and marketing right now that
Yes.
people just don't give a shit about any ads.
Yeah, they're fucking ignoring it. They're ignoring it.
That's
like,
true, too.
It's a funny time to think too. Like, there's not even like demand for consoles this year. Like, think about that shit. Like, none of that stuff exists this year. Like, no one wants TVs. No one is like. There was no Black Friday rush.
Well, it's
There
not that
wasn't-
nobody wants them; it's just nobody can get them.
Well, that's the thing.
And
Is what
I
they
just think-
reported is that people aren't buying anything. Like, people just don't want it. So, like, yeah, there might be a supply chain
It's-
shortage, but no one fucking asked for it. Like, you can't tell me I want a TV.
I
when
actually
don't wanna
wonder-
spend $3,000.
I literally wonder with like gaming consoles now, like after 2 years of the scalpers and everything, do people just like are like, you know what, whatever. It's I'm not.
I think
I don't even want to go through it.
Yeah, I think
because that's kind of where I'm at.
Yes. Every time there's like a new amount in, they're gone. They're gone immediately for no reason. And it's
I think my thing too is like my thing that broke me with it. It was like, okay, it's so hard to get these consoles already, and like if you wanted to get one, you would have to pay over like the MSRP, which is absolutely ridiculous. But so in the case of like new games and everything, they're like normally like 100 to 200 gigabytes a game now for installs. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can't do a normal hard drive for a game anymore. You have to go buy like the $400 solid state drive for Xbox to just to get more storage on your games to play. It's just like, fuck it. It's not even worth it. I'm not paying more money for a console than a PC.
That's like for both of the consoles now. I think the scalper thing kills it though, for sure. It kind of makes me not want one. You know what I mean? It's just like, what the fuck is the point? What is the point?
And all the fleecing, and not to mention that there's no games for this stuff.
Yeah, that like... an amazing leap forward, but kind of crazy to think that on consoles, like Xbox did the Game Pass thing, right? And at first everyone was like, oh, I don't know, it seems kind of risky. And they're killing it with it. So, I mean, no one could have ever predicted like the chip shortage and shipment issues with consoles, right? But it's almost kind of made it unnecessary for me to even think about buying one, because like I can play Halo Infinite right now. You know what I mean? Like on my phone even.
Courtesy of the cloud, yeah, you could.
Yeah, so it's like, what? I mean, maybe that's why Xbox isn't sweating it so much, because they have that in their ecosystem. You can play whatever you want right now, so consoles will come as they come.
That's kind of the direction I'm more looking to. Like anyone, as me as this sounds, anyone who literally is like paying $800 for a console, you're you are, because like honestly, you're paying that much money. You're paying pretty much more for a console than you are like an actual good PC. And then when you're getting to that point, it's like the entire point of a console was it was a cheaper alternative than a PC and less complicated. Now consoles are just as complicated and as much as a PC. So you're paying that amount for less features. It's stupid. Actually, you're paying more because you have to pay the $60 a year just to play games online.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good old Switch.
Dude, like have you guys played like the Nintendo 64 shit, which also has to charge you an extra $50 a year?
Oh yeah, we've been making fun of that for a long time behind the scenes.
Dude,
it's a game changer, man. What you don't... you can play WinBack 64 online.
Oh man, I can play Mario 64 again. Great. No, thank you.
No, it's... I mean,
and
but
maybe
think about
Mario
WinBack
Kart 64 as well. We're doing great.
Man. It's not like I have fucking Mario Odyssey and Mario Kart 8 to play. That'd be fucking nuts.
Yeah, don't worry about that shit, man. We're banking on your nostalgia. Get with it.
That's Nintendo outright admitting that like they have no interest in making new shit.
Never did.
Do you know how hard it is? Do you know how hard it is to find and play a copy of Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine? You have no idea. So you better pay $50 a year.
That's what I used to call my ex's vibrator.
No, you didn't. Shut up,
the Mean Bean Machine.
Shut up, liar. Oh, anyway.
I just gave up on. I gave up on humanity after hearing that. Man, but
well, it was on a slippery slope anyway, Al.
Well, then, if you want to really give up on humanity, you should Google the Thanos Sex Fist toy, because that's great.
Oh wait, they got that going on now?
Oh, they've had that going on since fucking Infinity War, baby.
Well,
yeah, get ready for Christmas.
Explains a lot. That explains a lot.
I got one of those every day for Hanukkah.
I wonder if that's what farmers buy every day.
The Thanos.
Yeah.
Thanos fist.
Oh, man.
You know, yeah, because they're alone in those barns. You need to have some action. Oh, give me that Thanos fist.
Hey, but though, to be fair, I actually went back in more retro gaming and stuff, as you know how the power play goes. And, yeah, Marvel Superheroes is still at the top of the fighters list here. That game is awesome.
Yeah, that game stands up pretty well.
Just sitting
That's a
back
pretty
playing
fucking
and
great
beating the piss out of Thanos with Wolverine or anybody, or actually having the Hulk beat the shit out of Thanos, it's pretty damn fulfilling. And I didn't have to go through 10 movies to do it.
I only had to play like 6 other characters, and that's it.
Yeah.
I got to the nitty gritty of it.
I do know once
man.
once I'm westward, though, I will get the arcade 1-up machine of it and stuff like that.
Is there a 1-up machine for Marvel? The Marvel fighting games? There's one.
Yeah, there is one. Yeah.
I want to get
Yeah.
I want to get the TMNT one though. The
That one
fucking
looks-
4-player one.
Yeah, that one
Hell
looks
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
They need to go ahead and release
I
that
just
one
want a
game that
Simpsons
was supposed
arcade
to...
one.
Yeah, that's out too. And they need to go ahead and release that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. They need to release all of them, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, where the fuck did that go? Where did that new side scroller they were making? Where did that go? They just like disappear?
Next thing, they're probably waiting until next year to go ahead and do it. That way they can go ahead and back
Yeah.
on their money and stuff. Be like, hey, guess what? It's on the latest consoles too. Because you know how they do.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
you
you know,
want your PS5
I'm just waiting for
and shit?
Gauntlet to make a.
I need my ray tracing so I can play this.
I'm just waiting for
side-scrolling-
Gauntlet to make a comeback.
Well,
Gauntlet.
Gauntlet. Yeah, that could happen, by the way.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Hey,
No,
you know
no.
what?
Well, they
you know what
tried
was-
in like 2014.
You know what was super fucking sick? Talking about gaming and like older games was on the original Xbox. You could like put your own music on it. Remember
Yeah.
that? And
Yeah.
the dopest thing was like if you were playing NFL Fever, you could put your music in the stadium. Did you guys ever do that?
See, now that's what gaming
Yeah,
is
I
all
did.
about.
I did for,
man. You could have fun like that. I don't know what happened.
I did that in NHL 2K5. So like I
Yeah.
had like Trust Company blasting before face-offs.
That was too okay. So, like, you would get a touchdown. It would like randomize songs, and you could pick like from your hard drive what songs you wanted to have on there, right?
Right.
And like,
Yep.
that was what makes me sad. Is like with all the new consoles, we'll never get shit like that again.
No.
Like that's where too like that was pretty revolutionary as just like a gaming nerd, where it was just really fucking cool to like you could build a team, you can customize a stadium, and then you can make your own stadium music. But then you could also put that like in Tony Hawk, you know?
Well, you can still do that in Tony Hawk.
Well, keep in mind, you can still get this crap,
at least
but not without a price tag.
Well, what
the
I'm
only
saying is
problem-
like you could
the biggest
literally
prob-
you could rip music to your Xbox. Like if you had the CD, you would save it to the Xbox, and then that
You
music
still
would
could do that
play
today.
to your Xbox.
Yeah, you can still do that today.
Well, you can still do it on your Xbox One now.
I don't know. I didn't try it, but I assume you can because I know you could.
Oh, Al's waiting on 2
'Cause
checks:
I know
the
you-
EA check and the Xbox check now. He's like, no, you can
No,
still do
like
it right now.
We'll test that.
no,
theory.
like no. On 360 you could. That's all I know. I know you could on 360, but I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
that
about
was the
Xbox
last.
One.
Yeah, and after that, they stopped giving you the ability to like really do anything like that. You know, I don't know. I miss gaming like that, like where you could just do shit that you wouldn't have expected to do. Like,
Well,
don't
I
know.
think the biggest problem is I think one of the biggest problems now with Xbox One and everything like that is every game is so focused on online stuff and all the streaming stuff going on too, so it like kind of like hurts the whole aspect of having a licensed music.
No, yeah, but fuck all that.
You mean
'Cause-
during casual
Well, yeah, you know,
offline play?
Yeah. But the funny thing is too is like you'll see these streamers and the streamers just have to. The only difference is the streamer has to play music that is cleared through Twitch or whatever, right?
We
So
know
they
how
also
debatable
still
Yeah.
it is.
right, exactly. So they still also get this giant fucking playlist of music that's been licensed off by record labels and shit, right? So it becomes this thing where it's like, what the fuck is like? I don't know. I just missed the option. Like, yeah, if I'm streaming, it's gonna turn it off. That's fine. But like, I would like.
So
I miss that ability of like your console being something that you can actually interact with, not just some fucking monolith, you know, in the fucking corner of your room somewhere. And maybe that's why too. Like now, I don't really look at the console as something I need to play, you know, because I can do that now with the games as they are. Because, like Jay said, like
I don't know.
everything's in the
Can
cloud.
your phone handle Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine?
I was playing Halo 5 on my phone, and then I was playing a little bit of Halo Infinite multiplayer because it came with the beta.
I don't know. I quite Jay. I don't think his phone could handle it.
I don't. Marco, you use an iPhone, right?
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. All right, now here we go.
See, here you go.
Yeah, you can't handle the Dr. Robotnik Mean Machine. I think your like iPhone would literally
Actually,
like melt from like.
Actually, you know, me and Marco managed to finish quite a bit of beat 'em ups here on the Power Play. What about you?
Oh
Al?
yeah. Yeah.
What?
about you, Al?
What about me?
Yeah. I don't remember you getting the Sega Genesis collection, but me and Marco managed to get the Capcom collection and pretty much almost beat the whole thing. So I don't know what the hell
Yeah,
you've
we
been
actually,
doing lately.
we actually like literally went through the whole catalog. That day.
Yeah, I think we
That was
got like at
fucking
least
crazy.
like,
We play Quake. We play Quake, Jay.
yeah, we did, but
beat 'em
that's
ups.
not
I
the
have not-
same as what you're trying to Josh Marco here.
I know.
Yeah.
I haven't
What's up with
played.
that?
No, I was,
What are
I
you
was
doing?
talking crap
What you
about.
trying to do to me?
I was talking crap about a puzzle game on Sega Genesis.
Yeah, I know, and that's in the Sega Genesis collection. Did you want to play that?
Oh shit.
But
I think what Jay is doing, he's inviting
Oh.
you to the Power Play, and he's also calling you on your bullshit.
Thank you, Marco. That's the joke.
what?
Anyway,
I think Al couldn't like. I haven't played that.
I mean, I don't have the Sega Genesis collection though. Well, I
you
have the
could
PS2
get the
version. I
Sega
think I have
Genesis
the
collection
360.
though, but as we're doing the show tonight, I'm actually playing Sonic Adventure on Xbox One just to
Nice.
keep the focus on you guys for this
I am-
episode.
I am-
but like, yeah, it totally.
I'm playing a crummy game on my 360.
I mean, it totally has that retro vibe that I'm always looking for. It takes me away. Not a whole bunch of cumbersome stuff or telling me I have an update here or there. It just feels really nice.
I do miss that. I miss when you bought a game and it was just like
Complete.
that was it. It was the game. Like you might get an update, yeah, but it'll be like dumb shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like stuff you
Yeah.
wouldn't notice.
There are updates like I miss that like on 360. You just pop in it. Well, I'm playing 360 right now, but you pop in a disc and stuff like that, and it's like, oh, here's like a 20-second installation. You're good to go. That's it.
Yeah, yeah. It was just to verify it's like versions for online play. Like that's all it ever was just more like matchmaking updates and dumb shit that took maybe 5 minutes max.
Mm-hmm.
You know, now it's like
Ye-
the fucking you get the disc and you put the disc in. You still gotta download the game. This is like, what did I have
Yeah.
the disc for? What the fuck is this?
Oh my
Go
god,
ahead and
episode
speed up
one.
the process.
My first episode coming back, and I was supposed to join for Halo, and then I found out I bought the disc specifically to play it, and then I put in the disc, and it's a 170 gig thing, and I just freaking lost my freaking SH on it because I'm like,
That was
what's the
great.
point of having the
Hell,
disc?
it's an uncut show. You can say shit, but go on.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Wasn't
yeah,
Al
I
that
was
episode
what-
our
what-
commentator? Right?
Yeah, he
Like
was.
Yeah,
blind
yeah,
commentator?
I totally freestyled that entire episode. Yeah, but
That was great though. That
yeah,
was that was
no,
fucking
I-
great. And then we all told you it was on Game Pass, and you were like, "What?"
Yeah.
That was great.
But
Yeah,
that was,
I just,
that was
I
really funny
think
about
it's-
it. We got to reunite on old Halo again.
Yeah, we do. I
I'm
think
still like, yeah, I'm still pissed off about that. I mean, I have it downloaded now, but I am still pissed off about that.
Well, I did talk
Like-
to Space Force about it and asked him if he wanted to play next week. So maybe we can make something out of it.
let's do it. I think even
We could do
getting
Infinite
on
too.
some like live lobbies with Infinite, that'd be fucking dope. Everybody like fresh on something new that like other people are definitely playing.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Hell yeah.
And now that I got all the kinks taken care of for streaming, we should be set. Not a whole lot of shit,
Speaking of kinks,
Still,
That
Yeah,
Mean Bean
how are
machine.
the OnlyFans markets doing? I'm just kidding.
You know, that's a good question because, like,
Well-
what does that ever suffer from a holiday slump? Probably not, right?
You mean what kind of? Depends on what you mean by.
Actually,
slump.
you would think it would go. You would think it would go up. Actually, a holiday slump. You would think it would go up because there's more people probably alone, no wives or whatever.
That's true. And then, like, it's post No Nut November.
So
it's
everybody's grabbing that dick and double click.
Yeah.
I gotta go double time to make up for lost time.
Everyone found out how well their left hand works.
Got to get that spool going together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Restring that yo-yo just right.
Restring the yo-yo.
Oh, dang!
man.
Is that what you call it these days, Jay?
Damn.
Who you think?
Al calls it the Mean Bean machine, but restring the yo-yo has got a nice little spin to it, if you know what I'm saying.
Of course, man. It got to go up
Dang.
and down somehow. You know.
It's got to go up and down somehow. Damn. Holy shit.
Oh man. Speaking of yo-yos, they were awesome.
Remember those automated ones you could, like, flick down and they would spin for you and come back up?
Yeah, the yo-yo with a brain. Yeah.
So, I hit a girl
My
in the face
my
with
entire
one
experience
those.
of a yo-yo was
Your
my
experience.
entire experience of a yo-yo was. Yeah, I tried one for like 10 minutes and it would not go up and down, so I got angry and I gave up, vowing never to use it again.
Vowing.
Seriously,
What,
that-
you fucking Spider-Man? So
Jesus.
I
I tried it with, like,
promise
a
to my
boomerang,
Uncle Ben,
too.
and I never
This
picked
is-
up my yo-yo again.
That's what happened with a boomerang too. Like I threw one and like it like
Hit you in the
didn't
head.
come back, and I had to go grab it, and then I picked it up and threw it again, and it didn't fly back, so I just gave up, vowing never to use it again.
It's not magic. You have to throw it at a certain angle for it to come back, man.
I know. I tried. I went. Okay, I bought it for $1, so I like. Yeah.
Oh,
No,
no,
there's
that's a
your
suck
first
yo-yo.
fucking-
That's a suck.
Yeah.
No, this was a boomerang, and I went on the
Even more
exact
so
angle
now.
that the box said.
Mhm.
And I chucked it like a mad hillbilly, and it did not work.
Oh,
You know?
Mad hillbilly.
That's not the way it goes, man. You're supposed to angle it, and then like it's supposed to fly
I
proportional. to
did,
what
like
you
on the
throw.
box.
No. You don't throw it
I did
straight.
on the.
Yeah, you throw it like how you
No,
throw
you-
a rock
you
at water
angle it.
to skip it. Yeah.
I did that, and all it did was hit my house.
Well, if your house was behind you and it worked, you just didn't catch it. You know what I mean?
Oh, man. What a plot twist!
Now he's like, oh, shit.
Don't worry,
Oh,
man.
crap.
When we get a chance to hang again, I'll show you how to throw one.
You can throw it at your fucking head.
All right.
Like, here, you idiot.
I can find that $1 boomerang again. It's somewhere in a garage.
No.
$1.
We're not
Right.
using $1 one. We're gonna use a real one. Okay.
You know what amazes me is, like,
All
little
right,
boomerangs made out of wood, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's
mine was
fucking crazy.
plastic.
Well, there's probably, that's probably
Yeah,
another
yeah. The
fucking-
wind resistance on that is real strong, man.
Yeah.
Man, can you imagine if someone had a glass boomerang? Feel like this is my chance.
Imagine trying to catch that shit. That would be fucking hard as shit.
I mean, when it comes back and it hits you and it breaks,
right.
or,
It breaks
or
your
then
window
when it
and
just
it
comes
breaks the
back,
No.
yes.
I think the person throws it and it comes back, and it's coming back, and the guy goes, "Oh shit, that's actually glass," and he runs out of the way, and some passerby gets hit with it.
Yeah, that would fuck you up if it was solid glass. That'd
Right
be
in the
fucking
eye too.
nuts.
Like shit.
Aerodynamic glass. What the fuck?
Well, Your Honor, I was just using an experimental device. That's all.
Yeah,
I was just out there
What?
trying to revolutionize the frisbee. That's all.
your wife's got a fucking giant lump on the back of her head.
She's okay though.
Oh my
She's
God.
blinking out of the left eye.
Man,
That's her good eye.
Yeah, right.
the eye that's left. That's why.
Ooh. Yeah, honey, we fucked you up, didn't we? Oh, Jesus.
All
Anyway,
he did after he hit me.
Oh
all he
my
did was
god,
high
can you
five
imagine
me.
having a conversation like that? Yeah, if only the high five worked. I told you.
If only it worked.
But yeah, no one wants to listen to old.
That girl, that
No
poor
one
girl's
wants to
probably
listen to
somewhere
old
missing
Sega
Alan
Geek
right
here.
now. It's like, man, if only Alan had
What?
just brought up aliens, he would have known
Well, you
about.
see, what happened at that Ultimate Frisbee game was...
I brought a
funny
dinner
story
plate
about
thinking
that,
it
right?
would work.
What's that?
Funny story about that. She actually got hurt one time playing frisbees. Like, I guess somebody threw a frisbee and hit her in the eye or something, and she had to, like, literally get surgery on her eye later.
Al, I like how you say it. Like, how dare she get hurt by somebody throwing something at her head?
Yeah, true. You didn't give a shit.
Well, yeah,
pal.
you put your hand up. I cared. I
Dude,
felt
the
bad
frisbee
for her that
doesn't
day.
land. The frisbee isn't like magnetized to your hand, right? If her fucking coordination isn't there, or she's not looking, it's going to hit her in the head.
Yeah, apparently her coordination wasn't
No.
there. Took a day off.
Yeah, then after
Well,
after
well,
it hit
maybe
her,
if she
it was
learned
way
more
off.
arts of high fives, maybe she would have caught it.
Maybe you were
See,
training
you're
her
just
like a
trying to
wax
make
on,
that
wax
damn
off
high five
moment.
relevant.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I
Try and
am.
be all
I think
deep
you're-
and shit.
I think you're trying to explain it too much so you can sleep better at night.
Yeah, probably.
Still guilty, huh?
Because you guys are making me feel bad about it. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, because Marco made me feel bad about it. Now I feel
Well,
bad.
I mean, come on, man.
Yeah,
you're
man.
ruining
you
my
gotta
life,
be,
Marco.
You gotta be
Thanks a lot.
mindful about people's feelings, man.
A high five, if
Yeah,
given to the wrong
man.
person and in the wrong tone, can seem like a big ol' fuck you.
Yeah, he was trying to slap her.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, I was trying to slap her,
No,
but
I
she hit
thought it
my
was
hand,
all-
Your Honor. So I called it a high five.
Yeah.
What the five
I
fingers
thought
say
it
to
was
the
a mag
face?
gesture. I don't know what you were.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was a romantic gesture, man. I don't know what you talking about, bro.
You know what would have been?
Yeah, it's a
you know what would've
platonic
been-
gesture.
Yeah, you know what would have been more sweet and probably more enduring had you just given her a fist bump, like true homies.
Next time. Next time.
Yeah,
I might
next
do that to
time,
the
he
person I'm with
says.
now.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I'll do that to my fiance. See how it goes. I'll let you guys know.
No,
I swear.
I don't want to know, Al, but I'm sure Marco does. Nosy motherfucker.
No, it'll probably be really endearing. Here's the thing: I've given a lot of female friends fist bumps. Like it's not.
No,
you
no,
shouldn't.
I'm
If
sorry.
you're gonna
I'm-
give them
I'm
high
gonna
fives,
no. I'm sticking
Why?
with my
What's the
high
fucking
five.
difference?
without-
to be
everything.
honest, if two guys give each other high fives, I think it's a little sus. I think it's a little more Top Gun.
Well,
than
you
fucking-
think it's a little bit more to it than that?
Yeah. And you know what's worse when two high five them lock fingers. That's even.
I'm
Have
just-
you
I
ever
just
seen
give
that
up on
happen?
it.
That shit is.
You know
nasty.
what? I think I'm gonna.
Locking fingers
gonna
with a man
follow
on a
Jason.
high five, right?
Never seen it
That's
like
it,
that, bro.
That's it.
It's crazy.
All right. On this note, I'm gonna do the J thing and the ceremonial bow people.
What?
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't know how the hell I
I'm
got
taking-
involved in that. I am stepping away. I recuse myself. And I rebuke Marco, you
I am just
motherfucker.
gonna do like.
My bad.
I am just. I was gonna do those honor bows. You know, you honor me, and you do the bows.
Yeah, like the
Who
curtsy.
got time for that? All right.
Oh man,
God.
gentlemen, I might have to bounce. on
Oh
my
yeah,
end here.
it's pretty much the end of the episode. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just having a good time here chatting in the hall tonight. I mean, you heard our takes on various things. Alan and his high fiving and just no. Anyway, so we had a pretty good, awesome night here. Marco, thanks for joining me and Al for
Oh, no
another
problem.
Hangout special. We'll be sure to do more of them as the holiday season rolls about. And oh yeah, you're on Jams this coming week. I mean, tell
Hell
you.
yeah. Hell
So yeah, lots of interesting things to look forward to as we move through this mini event.
Oh, we got Soda dropping this weekend too, so little heads up there. It's a banger.
Okay, nice.
Hell yeah.
Yep,
Alan, are you
so,
there? Did you leave? Now, Alan's gonna leave without giving us a high five or what?
Alan, you want to say bye this
What?
time?
Oh,
It's the end of the show.
farewell and Godspeed.
Wake up, Alan.
Yeah, I was listening to Jay talk, and I was just listening
Yeah,
to you guys.
He was waiting for us to interject.
But you guys have a splendid. Well, to the audience, have a splendid evening.
Oh man, this is why I love doing this show
I
every
was playing.
time.
This is crazy. Yeah, this is
I was
awesome.
playing Borderlands. What?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this version of the Hangouts. This is J-Man signing off. Peace.
Help spread love and feel the joy of giving back. During the 2023 Subaru Share the Love event at Beardmore Subaru, Subaru will donate $250 to the charity of your choice for every new Subaru purchased or leased. The ASPCA, Make-A-Wish, Meals on Wheels, the National Park Foundation, the Housing Foundation of Sarpy County, or Offutt Air Force Base's Airman's Attic. Plus, we will give an additional $100 locally to help even more. Go to BeardmoreSubaru.com to learn more. Submit charity selection by 1/12/24. Promotion ends 1/2/24. See Subaru.com for more details.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Okay, round two. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, oh, sorry. We were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right. ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Okay, round two. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah. Oh, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right. ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.